It's Madden NFL 23. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields after his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bears and the Bucs, and it's coming up next.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis, and yes, the story. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. Oh, nice move. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He's got Otten. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Buccaneers at 500 at 6-6. If they've lost 3 straight here, it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 131 yards, and also the score. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Back to the air, Fields on second down. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Throwing on third down, Fields. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
On first down, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week: 14 carries, 78 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Evans here. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Fields. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. Great field position to start. And Brady's done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. From the 17, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So out come the Bucs now. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. They start the drive with Cook, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll drop to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
Dances by him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's King. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. On second down, it's Cook again.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Third down, Dalvin Cook. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
A nice little juke.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. On third down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Fields.
His throw incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a 10th carry for Johnson.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Fields.
And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Back to throw again.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half.
And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Screen play, Johnson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Again, it's Johnson.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Fields.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of
foul.
bounds.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Second and 2. To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now it's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase, and if you get a lift, and if they get deflated a little bit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Cook running right and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. From just shy of midfield. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Cook now off the read option.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
This one taken in by Otten.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They begin the drive with Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Yeah, with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Caught on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Cade Otton.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Holding offense.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. Back to throw, Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. He completes it to Evans. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And that will be incomplete. And the other day they told us when we get 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he slings one that's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Cook up the gut.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away from the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, it's Fields. Over the middle to Evans. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. To throw is Fields. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. Second and 8. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's King. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Fields. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. All eyes on Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Fields. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Cook now off the read option.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.